Alright guys, so today I just wanted to kind of talk about um, just my general opinion on the game of Destiny. Um, I've been playing this franchise since, the beta, whenever that was, 2013 or 2014, so I've definitely seen it through its ups and downs. And I've been a pretty consistent player throughout that time. I have taken some breaks, but most have been maybe a month or two at most. But basically, I just wanted to give my honest opinions. Um, I'm doing this unscripted, so if it's a little rocky here and there, I'm sorry in advance. But the gameplay in the background, I'm gonna leave it unedited just to, I don't know, give more time for me to talk. But basically, I just wanted to start with, I think overall right now, the game's in a pretty decent spot. Definitely not the best it's been in, but it's definitely not the worst either. Um, and it's kind of hard to do this in the middle of a 7 month or however long season this season is because as the season goes on, the game kind of just dies out anyway because people are waiting for new stuff to come out. And me personally, when I find that I've finished everything in the season, I just go play some other games until um, the next season comes out. So I've been playing Rainbow a bit, so maybe I'll make some videos on that. But I just wanted to start off. Um, also, this is my opinion. Everyone's entitled to their own opinions. Feel free to leave your opinion in the comments below. If you listen all the way through, or however you want to do it, that's fine. But basically, I just want to start off by saying the main reason I play this game is I just like how it feels. I like the gunplay. I like the abilities. I like. I don't know. It's a lot for me to explain, but I just think that there's so much you can do and so much that you can't do. If that makes any sense. There's so many builds that you can do. There's so many weapon combinations that you can use, armor combinations, subclass combinations that I feel like, at least from the games I've played, it's pretty unique in that aspect where there's not very many other games with that much customization. I haven't played a lot of MMOs and stuff. Sorry. I haven't played a lot of MMOs and stuff, so that might be why. But I just think that in that aspect of the game, it's doing very well. Most of the subclasses are pretty unique from each other. Like with Solar, you have the healing and the damage buffs, and Arc, you have all the area control with Jolt, and Void, you have the overshield and suppression and stuff. Um, and Strand, Strand, it's pretty fun. And Stasis, but I just think that in terms of that, this game is pretty unique. Again, gunplay, in my opinion, is kind of what Bungie's known for. Um, I mean, they made Halos, and Halos are regarded to have some of the best gunplay multiplayer of most games. So yeah, some area that I think the game could improve is definitely its how do I word this? Its accessibility to newer players. If you have someone that doesn't know anything about this game and hasn't played this game before, and they see it in a YouTube video and like, oh, this looks cool, I want to try it out. I personally think that the new light stuff is just not very well laid out. It can be very confusing at times, and other times it's just sorry. It can be very confusing at times, and other times it's just not clear where to go. And especially with sunsetting and how most of the game's campaigns got taken out, like especially base game campaign, it's hard to understand the story of the game, and that's my next complaint is I wish that the story would be more clear across all of the seasons. Because, I mean, most of the time it's 4 seasons, story leads up to the next DLC, that DLC comes out, then the next 4 seasons lead up to the next DLC, and I mean, it's not the worst, but I feel like, at least from the start, with Season of Undying leading up to Beyond Light, it could have definitely been more connected to each other. Now it's not that bad. Now they're pretty connected, but yeah. I'm trying to think. This wasn't going to be very long. Just opinion section, because genuinely I played this game for so long I can't really think of things to say. I mean, definitely wish they would do more with weapons in the sense of not reskinning weapons. Because I mean, you can take a hand cannon from when the game first came out and take a hand cannon that came out a year ago and they would look almost the exact same. And I guess, I mean, Destiny's always been like that. Even in Destiny 1, it's always had reused stuff. So, and again, I'm not a game developer, so I don't know how difficult it is to come up with that stuff, but I also don't want to sugarcoat it and just say that all the reskinning stuff is fine, because it does definitely get annoying. I wish they would make new gun models, which they have with Lightfall and stuff like that. It's kind of like a niche complaint, in my opinion, but yeah, I don't really know. I personally believe that this game is fun in the right circumstances. Definitely if you play with friends, if you have friends to play with, I believe that this is one of the most fun games out there that you can just hop in, have fun with your friends, to really do anything, have a good time, and then when you get bored, play something else. But I really feel like you have to be a dedicated player to actually get into the game, because it is a looter shooter aspect, so it is very grindy at times. I mean, me and my friend spent a week farming Cali and didn't even get all the crafted weapons from the raid. So yeah, I mean RNG is RNG. You can't really do much about it, but that's not a complaint. It's just something that I actually personally like. It gives me a reason to come back every week. If I see like, oh, I don't have the exotic from this dungeon, I can do it this week, do the final boss. Oh, I don't get it, I can just come back next week and do it. But again, when I get that exotic, I have no real reason to redo the dungeon, because it's just, there's no point in doing it unless I just really like the dungeon. Like Shattered Throne, once I got Wish Ender, I don't think I've touched that dungeon since before Beyond Light, and it's a good dungeon, but I don't know, not my favorite. Grasp of Avarice, I did that when it first came out, got Gatherhorn, haven't touched it since, unless it's the weekly dungeon. I'm trying to help my friend get pinnacles. So I definitely think, I hope that they implement something in the future that would fix that. Granted, again, it's a looter shooter kind of game, so I don't really think that there would be anything that they can do to fix that, just because that's how most of these games work. But yeah, it's not really a complaint. It's more of just like a personal wish that I have for this game. Another thing Um, Definitely, I just hope that the next DLC, what's it called, the Final Shape, really hits home, because I mean they took an extra however many 4 months or whatever to, it would have came out this month, but they delayed it till June. Um, and I just really hope that it hits home, because it's, I think it might be the last DLC. I'm not 100% on that, but yeah, sorry, my dog's going crazy. Anyways, yeah, because I mean, Lightfall was, it was good at best. I mean, story was okay, but I don't want to get into that. Um, so yeah, I just think overall, my hopes for this game going forward is that it becomes more accessible to new players, because if you can't keep old players, you have to keep, you have to like get new players in, otherwise your game's gonna die out. Um, so that's one thing I hope they work on. Number two, I hope that Final Shape is good, because if it's not, I feel like the game is just gonna lose so many players. I mean, when you have a game going on however many years, like what, 6, 7, 8 years, like this one is, it kind of gets stale after a while. And I just hope that they implement new things coming in Final Shape. Um, it just really needs to hit home. Otherwise, I feel like a lot of people are gonna leave this franchise. Thirdly, I hope they implement more ways to target farm things in dungeons or raids, like kind of like how they did with Menagerie. Me as a player, I personally don't mind grinding things to get something I want, because I feel rewarded after I spend the time to get it. But I can understand how some people who don't have very much time to play this game would feel about some people having to put 30 runs into Vault of Glass to get Vex Mythoclast. And I mean, I guess that's kind of a thing that you know could happen if you're coming into a looter shooter, coming into a game that is like Destiny, where it's built on RNG. But yeah, I mean, it has gotten better with them implementing triumphs that give you increased exotic drop chances, like they do with all the like most of the dungeons and most of the raids right now. Yeah, that's about it. I'm just gonna let the rest of the gameplay roll. This is kind of my first style of this video, where I'm talking over pre-existing gameplay and just doing this unscripted and just giving my personal opinion off the dome. So if you have any criticisms or any constructive criticism or anything that you think I should know that will help further my channel's progress with this kind of content, don't be afraid to leave it in the comments. I'm open to anything. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy. I'm going to leave the rest of the gameplay roll, and I hope you have a great day.
and will make all the difference. You intend to remain so.
Yes, but she grows tired. There is a limit to all things, even those without him. These braziers stabilize the pathways at the confluence, much like ascendant beacons in the ley lines. wonder what else is out there. Hidden away from us. Protected from us, maybe.
In time, we'll be able to focus on more than survival. I believe that.